Coming up on this edition of Bearkat Student Media News, make sure not to pet every kitty in town. Find out what issues feral cats bring to Huntsville.
Also, the SHSU Office of Health Promotions bluntly educated students on the potential effects marijuana can have. Students joined together to blow away drugs on campus.
Live from the Dan Rather Communications Building on the campus of Sam Houston State University, this is Channel 7 News.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hunter King.
And I'm Angie Rodriguez. Welcome to Bearkat Student Media News. Now, the month of April generally sparks debate as the cannabis community celebrates 420.
With rapid changes in this industry, many seek to be more informed as products containing THC are becoming more readily available.
Bearkat Student Media's Genaro Prieto has more.
Houston State University Office of Health Promotions helps educate students on their possible health implications of cannabis and THC. Earlier this year, they added an educational component. Also, they regularly host events like 420 Weed Out Myths.
So part of the reason that we added the educational component to the new THC guidelines is because we want to educate students on what marijuana is and then the risks associated with use. And if students are interested in reducing their use or stopping use, how to do so and some strategies to reduce or stop their use. We find that there's a lot of misinformation out there about marijuana and THC, and so we want to provide that information.
The Federal Agricultural Improvement Act of 2018, better known as the 2018 Farm Bill, opened the floodgates. The Texas State Law Library even has several pages dedicated to this evolving and highly debated topic.
THC is going to be a broad spectrum product. With THC is going to be a full spectrum, so it's got all the cannabinoids in it. The legal allowable amount of THC right now, as far as the 2018 hemp bill is concerned, is going to be 0.3%. And so anything that has more than 0.3% is considered marijuana as opposed to hemp.
While some of the products can be sold legally, many have concerns about regulation.
So any THC or marijuana products that you are purchasing are not being regulated. You don't know what's in them. So we recommend staying completely away from those products.
Others stress the importance of individual research and knowing what works for your body, as many look for more natural remedies in their daily lives.
As far as safety goes, I would say just making sure that you're doing your research when you're getting product. Manufacturers out there that actually get scientists and health professionals and chemists and biologists and all that on staff to do their own research to try to provide accurate and quantifiable information.
It is also important to note that all products containing THC are prohibited on the Sam Houston State campus. Also, you can test positive during drug screenings. From the campus of Sam Houston State University, Genaro Prieto, Bearkat Student Media.
If you walked past the front of the LSC Tuesday, you may have seen pants hanging in the plaza. The Sam Houston Office of Equity and Title IX brought attention to Sexual Assault Awareness Month by displaying an array of jeans in the plaza. The SHSU Department of Victim Studies and Crime Victim Services Alliance sponsored the event.
The event called for action by having the campus community share and wear denim as a sign of support against sexual assault. Some of the pants had writing on them that gave specific statistics about assault. One of them read, 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused before the age of 18. The display also offered more information to students on a flyer from the New York Times.
Stray cats are a common sight in Huntsville.
Bearkat Student Media's Peyton Wilson tells us why that could be a problem.
Feral cat colonies are a common issue for rural and urban areas across the country, and Huntsville is no exception. Some Huntsville residents even believe the city's population has grown into a problem.
I think it's embarrassing considering the size of the cat population.
The reason I know it's kind of big just is because the duck pond, like there's even a sign there.
In all the apartment complexes and businesses, you'll often see quite a few.
Because there are a lot of stray cats, because there are a lot of stray little kitties around.
While many people enjoy these animals, their presence can lead to greater problems for Huntsville.
It's a big tax on the humane societies around here.
Unvaccinated cats can also carry parasites and zoonotic diseases, which can be spread to humans. Cats are non-native predators in North America. They can have devastating effects on native wildlife like rodents, birds, and even lizards and snakes.
It disturbs the ecosystem for sure.
Dealing with feral cats can be controversial, but trap, neuter, return, or TNR operations are common solutions. Huntsville resident Grace Fullhart and SHSU student Ashley Brizuela say Huntsville's lack of TNR programming contributes to our large feral cat population.
To have a better TNR program, something that's easy for people that have colonies of cat to trap, bring them in, get them spayed, and then release.
They can live their life, but they can't continuously repopulate.
Instead of making it to where you have to come in pre-vaccinated.
The closest TNR programs to Huntsville only provide services for Montgomery and Harris counties.
Just one individual person is not able to afford that many spays and neuters.
In Huntsville, Peyton Wilson, Bearkat Student Media.
Sam Houston State University cheer and dance teams returned from Daytona Beach, Florida recently with 3 national championship titles.
Here's Bearkat Student Media's Thomas Chambers with the story.
On April 4th, SHSU's Orange Pride dance team and cheer team left Huntsville for Daytona Beach, Florida, where they participated in the NCAA and NDA performance competitions. Last Monday, the 2 teams returned with 3 national titles. The team encountered many challenges on their road to nationals. On December 6th, the university announced all Spirit program teams were barred from competing for the remainder of the academic year due to an alleged hazing incident.
It was a slap in the face, honestly.
After the sanctions, members of the cheer and dance teams took to social media using the hashtag #LetUsCompete and starting a petition to let the teams finish their season.
Them fighting for their right to compete and speaking their voice was something that I don't even know if I would have been able to do at their age.
On December 16th, Sam Houston released another statement lifting the restrictions on the Spirit programs due to improper documentation and communication of previous disciplinary action. But the short-lived restrictions had an additional effect on the team.
We weren't able to go to nationals. 50% of that team transferred.
It came down to finding 7 people, whether they were off of the street or actually did know something about cheerleading.
When the teams finally recovered from the loss, nationals approached quickly.
Traditionally, we will spend at least 8 months working on a routine, and they did it in 2 months.
The teams returned with not only their 3 wins, but also their SHSU spirit. In Huntsville, Texas, Thomas Chambers, Bearkat Student Media.
Coming up, aliens and cowboys took over a popular building on campus.
Find out what activities students took part in after the break.
The proud son of hardworking immigrant parents, Eric Rodas chose to serve his country. A father, a soldier, and now a college graduate. He proved that circumstances have nothing to do with your outcome. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Eric determine their future. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education. Third-generation Bearkat Tacey Webb roped her way to a national championship through her hard work and fearless dedication. Trading her saddle for nursing scrubs, Tacey set her sights in another arena, a place where she can champion the needs of others. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Tacey reach their championship potential. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education.
You're watching Bearkat Student Media News, a production of the Mass Communications Department at Sam Houston State University, only right here on Channel 7.
Yeehaw! Aliens and cowboys invaded the Loman Student Center last week.
Bearkat Student Media's Jemiah Cavill has more on what happened during the takeover.
The SHSU Program Council, along with the Loman Student Center, presented the Space Cowboy Takeover.
Program Council for a while now has been hosting Takeover. They do it every semester, and it's just a big event that we do for students to kind of enjoy, especially at the end of the semester when things get a little stressful, just kind of for students to have fun and enjoy.
SHSU students enjoyed many exciting activities during the takeover.
I really enjoyed the galaxy painting and the saloon. I also enjoyed whenever, like me and my roommate, we just made a dirt road sign and we put our names on it so that we can hang it in our apartment.
Some of the activities included keychain making, laser tag, and making your own nameplate. Drinks, food, and other items were plentiful to the many who attended.
Well, for this type of event, which is like kind of every semester, and it's this kind of quantity and magnitude, we usually get about 600 to 800 students, sometimes more. But it's usually the type of amount of students that we expect when it comes to this type of event.
Each semester, the students take a load off and enjoy their time as an SHSU student. Many say the takeovers are so enjoyable, some students come back.
I would come back because it's a lot of fun and it's a lot of ways to interact with other people and get to know them.
This may have not been a sequel to Alien Cowboys, but the program council hosted a takeover many will tell you was out of this world. To know more about upcoming takeovers, follow program council on social media. From the Loman Student Center, Jemiah Cabell, Bearkat Student Media.
Last week, Sam Houston State put a ring on it. Students received their class rings. Many look forward to graduation, but for some, ring day is even more special. Last Wednesday, students received their class ring at the Spring 2023 ring ceremony. University President Dr. Alyssa White presented students with their personalized ring, which represented their accomplishment of completing 75 credit hours.
To end the ceremony, students and faculty sang the school alma mater. Families joined in on the ceremony in person as well as online, and later joined their students to celebrate their big accomplishment. Congratulations to everyone who received their ring, and we wish you luck on your future endeavors.
The Dan Rather Communications building is undergoing renovations. The renovations are being done to the building's first floor. The work will take place during the summer and will lead to multiple office spaces on the first floor being torn down to make room for a new hangout space for students, and also a conference room.
This space will give students a more comfortable hangout spot to relax while in the building.
I think it's a pretty good idea for them, making a lobby area. Some people commute from out of town, so it could be somewhere for them to hang out after class, a place for us to be creative, just meet new people that have the same major as us, so I like that idea.
The renovation is expected to last the length of the summer. Students can expect for the new area to be completed in time for the start of the fall semester.
Still ahead, see just how down-to-earth SHSU students are.
The Bearkats celebrated Earth Day in the Frank Parker Plaza this week.
And it'll be a mixed bag weather-wise for the next few days. I'm forecaster Justin Hardcastle, and we'll have your full weather picture coming up right after the break.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home was established in September of 2003. Our partnership with the Small Business Development Center is just like our partnership with other vendors in our community.
We developed a marketing plan, a strategic analysis, as well as social media presence.
If you let them, they can take your dream, put it to paper. That's the way we got started, and 13 years later, we're very happy to be a part of this community.
I enjoy seeing kids, regardless of their age, see the light bulb go on and they have that aha moment. In 1997, I started Tomorrow's Promise, the Montessori School of Huntsville, with 3 students. The Small Business Development Center helped me with classes on how to open a business.
We also helped Kay market through social media, website analysis, and develop funding opportunities.
We have grown to 38 teachers and over 220 students.
Good afternoon, Huntsville and Sam Houston State University students. I'm Justin Hardcastle with your local forecast. It's currently 79 degrees in Huntsville with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. The humidity is at 75% with that winds out of the south-southwest at 9 miles an hour with that feels like temperature at 74 degrees. Around the region, Centerville is going to be at 78 degrees. College Station comes in at 81. Groveton is now at 80 degrees. Livingston also checks in at 80, and Conroe's 80 as well. And finally, Hardin also checks in at 80. Statewide, El Paso is seeing a temperature of 81 degrees. Lubbock 75 and sunny. San Antonio 85 and partly cloudy. And Brownsville 87 and sunny. Around the nation, New York's checking in at 58 degrees, Chicago a cold 47, Miami a nice warm 84, Denver's 58, and LA is going to check in at 75. For tomorrow, we're going to wake up to a temperature of 67 degrees with rain expected. That sunrise is going to be at 6:42 a.m. Winds out of the southwest at 6 miles an hour with that humidity high at 81%. For the 5-day forecast tomorrow, we have a high of 78 with a low of 55. Friday, it's going to clear up and be warmer at 83 with a low of 60. Saturday is going to drop back down to 66 with a chance of rain and a low of 53. Sunday is going to clear up a little bit with a high of 77 and a low of 55. Monday, it's going to clear up and get nice and warm at 80 degrees with a low of 58. And that's it from the Bearkat Student Media Weather Center. I'm Justin Hardcastle, and you have a great rest of your week.
Thanks, Justin. Great job as always. Time now to check in on our weekly ag report.
Here's Bearkat Student Media's Justin Hardcastle with more on your latest commodity prices.
Good afternoon, Huntsville. Let's take a look at that weekly Bearkat Ag Report. Lots of crops are down this week. Corn is down 0.37% at $6.43 a bushel. Cotton is down 4.31% at 76 cents a pound. Wheat is our up crop this week, and it's up 0.31%. Soybeans are down 0.07% at $14.45 a bushel. And finally, those cattle prices are up this week, with live cattle coming up at 0.01% at $1.74 a pound, and feeder cattle are up 0.10% at $2.02 a pound. And that's going to do it for this week's Bearkat Ag Price Report. Have a great summer, Bearcats.
With Bearkat football moving to Conference USA this fall, no more Battle of the Piney Woods, but a new team will step into play, Sam Houston and NRG, at least in 2024. I'm Bearkat Student Media sportscaster Christian Cortez, and I'll have that story coming up after the break.
The proud son of hardworking immigrant parents, Eric Rodas chose to serve his country. A father, a soldier, and now a college graduate. He proved that circumstances have nothing to do with your outcome. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Eric determine their future. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education. Third-generation Bearkat Tacey Webb roped her way to a national championship through her hard work and fearless dedication. Trading her saddle for nursing scrubs, Tacey set her sights in another arena, a place where she can champion the needs of others. Since 1879, we've been helping students like Tacey reach their championship potential. Sam Houston State University, a great name in education.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Christian Cortez with your Bearkat Student Media Sports. It's been more than a decade since Sam Houston and Texas State faced off on the football field, but that's all set to change on September 28, 2024. On Tuesday, the Sam Houston State Athletic Department confirmed that game following reports from catfans.com on Twitter. The two programs agreed to renew their old Southland Conference rivalry at NRG Stadium in Houston. It'll be the first time the two teams have faced each other since Texas State had moved from FCS in 2011 to FBS. The game will be the 93rd matchup between the two, dating back to 1915.
With the move to Conference USA, we've been trying to fill out our football schedule, and a lot of teams have been wanting to play us at NRG, and since that was a deal with SFA and the Battle of the Piney Woods, that was something that the athletic department wanted to continue to do, and Texas State was one of those schools that reached out and wanted to get a game going there.
Houston will play its first season in FBS as part of Conference USA this coming up season. They previously played Stephen F. Austin in the Battle of the Piney Woods at NRG Stadium, where they won the finale in October. The Bearcats will face the Air Force Academy at NRG this fall before the highly anticipated rivalry against Texas State in 2024. Now, the Sam Houston baseball team marched into Texas A&M Tuesday and walked out 9-2 winners. The Bearcats had a solid offensive performance, hitting .375 With runners in scoring position, up 1-0, Tyler Davis slapped an RBI double to left, and Walker Yannick launched a 414-foot home run over left field, putting the Cats up 4-0. The Cats put a 4 spot on the board in the 5th inning with the help of the long ball. Miles Jefferson cleared the bases with a towering shot over the scoreboard, and left center field upping the lead to 8-1. It would end 9-2, as we said. With the win, the Bearcats moved to 24-18 overall. They return to WAC play this weekend with a 3-game set at Stephen F. Austin. SHSU softball took it to Tarleton on the softball diamond over the weekend, taking 2 of the 3 games. The Lady Bearcats' Hannah Schaefer led SHSU to victory on Saturday in Game 3 against the Texans by a score of 6-4. The Cats were trailing 4-1 heading into the 6th, but with a score now 4-2, Schaefer stepped up in and set one sailing over the left ground wall for a grand slam. The bases-clearing bombs put SHSU up for good. Darren Grahams pitched 4 scoreless innings, earning the victory. The Cats split a doubleheader with Tarleton the day before. This victory on Saturday moves Sam Houston to 9-9 in WAC play and 19-30 overall. They take on Abilene Christian on a 3-game series this weekend. A lot of excitement on the field and on the court in the coming weeks. I'm Christian Cortez, and that's a wrap on sports.
Thank you so much, Christian. Now, last week, many organizations hosted an Earth Day celebration in Frank Parker Plaza. The event featured music, prizes, among other events. SHSU students interested in conserving the planet had the option to be educated and engaged in eco-friendly activities.
The event was held in the plaza from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and included such things as painting a flower pot, decorating a tote bag, and plant DIY. Organizations like Rec Sports Program Council and RCEA are responsible for this environmentally friendly event. Attendees could receive Earth Day stickers, water bottles, and succulents. The Earth is still one small step for man and one giant leap for mankind.
That'll do it for us this week and this semester at Bearkat Student Media News. I'm Angie Rodriguez.
And I'm Hunter King. Thank you so much for watching us this spring, and we'll see you back here in the fall.